definitely try to start my day in some way spiritually.
Okay.
I try to, definitely do things that connect my mind, spirit, and body. And I also really believe in community. I believe in having people around me that I reach out to, that I care for, that care for me. When I need that boost or that word, that encouraging word, I know who to go talk to and who to sit with and listen to and share my issues with. I believe that you should not isolate. I do believe in solitude, because I believe that it's very important to spend time enjoying your own company.
Yes,
but I
yes.
also believe in not isolating, and those things definitely help me to stay present and to also to be a person who tries to give out as much as I get to receive.
Okay, so at this point, you should be off to a good start. You have a better idea of who you are. You know your strengths and what you stand for. But then a dark cloud came over you called emotions. Random thoughts from your mind started flying at you. Your soul is sad and your spirit is disrupted. Now you're confused about all these different parts of you. Mind, body, spirit, and soul. Bro, that ain't cool. In this week's episode, we're going to talk about our mind, body, spirit, soul, and emotions. What are they and how we can use them to serve our purpose? Our mind controls everything we do. It reasons, thinks, wills, perceives, judges. The problem is that we don't realize the only thing we have complete control over is our mind and not other people. We are the ones who have control over what we think and how we react to situations. No one can make us react. We make ourselves react. If you can control your mind, you can control your life. Oftentimes, when our mind is unstable, our emotions, actions, and life is unstable. If you don't remember anything I say, remember this. Your mind is not who you are. You are not supposed to identify with every random thought that flows through it. We often have so many negative thoughts coming into our mind that we start to feel depressed. There was a time when I felt really low. I was down and someone told me this. They said, don't judge the situation, assess the situation, learn to think differently about what's happening. Ask yourself, what is the situation trying to teach me about myself? The more you do this, it's going to give your mind ways to think of options instead of thinking in a downward negative spiral. When you have negative thoughts, ask yourself, where did this thought come from? Was it someone who told me this from online or something I got from TV? Examine this, then decide if this is a thought that you want to believe or keep in your life or even remove. Is this thought attached to who you know yourself to be? Is this aligned with your purpose and where you are going? We are the sum total of our thoughts. You have the decision as to what you want to believe and what you don't. Choose wisely, as it will affect your life. Now, this will take practice. Every time that negative thought arises, you have to replace it with love, positivity, who you know yourself to be and who you are becoming. As you do this, the negative thoughts will subside and you will be reprogramming your mind for success. You are meant to be the observer of your thoughts and the goalie of your life. Remember when I was telling you about how I got sponsored? Well, I was a little bit nervous, but I didn't know what to expect. But I had to take that nervous energy and use it to propel me to push forward. If I would have let my nerves and conflicting thoughts stop me, I wouldn't have gotten sponsored. Your body is the home of your soul and all that makes you who you are. It is the structure of human beings. Are you taking care of it? The same way we can control our mind, we can control and discipline our body to get the results that we want. Pay attention to what you are feeding it. You owe it right to treat your body right. It is your most prized possession. We take our bodies for granted daily by consuming bad foods, not exercising, or getting the proper sleep that our body needs. And unfortunately, many people only change when they are forced to change through pain or illness. Don't let that be you. Create the body that you want through healthy lifestyle choices. I remember driving in Alaska with my dad on a cold winter morning. As we passed over a bridge, I saw a small pond with water flowing through it. To the other passing vehicles, they didn't see what I saw, but I noticed how it could be possible to skateboard over it. Even though my dad thought I was crazy, I ended up convincing him to buy me some plywood to make my dream happen. After I set everything up, it took me a while to gain enough confidence to try it. The wood was slippery. I would skate really fast and stop, then do it all over again. I had to see myself landing on the other side. I pushed off and I went for it. Then I fell off in the water and I was just like, after many attempts, I flew over the water and I finally made it over to the other side. I learned a valuable lesson on how I could use my mind differently and get amazing results. A photographer had took the photo and it landed in one of the biggest magazines in the world. And you know what the crazy thing is? After my ad, the next page was the legendary Tony Hawk. It all had to do with the changed mindset. If you want to clear your mind from the noise of life, we must practice being still, journaling, and spending time in nature. Doing this will help you relieve stress and it will give you inner peace. It is what connects us to our invisible and eternal spirit. It was my spirituality and connection that kept me maintaining a positive outlook and full of faith about what was to come. Lastly, our emotions are the alarm system within our body that tells us when something is right or wrong, and that helps guide us through what you are experiencing. Your emotions are not to be ignored. They are to be felt, listened to, and acknowledged. They are natural things that everyone feels. They can work for you if you acknowledge them, or they can work against you if you don't. When you don't acknowledge how you feel, you can take things out on people closest to you who are not deserving of it, and this can cut you off from having real, close, intimate relationships, leaving you to feel alone. Your emotions continue to get bottled up until you explode like a volcano. Emotions are nothing to be afraid of. Yes, it's scary to be vulnerable, but vulnerability is what connects us to ourselves and others. Now, not everyone is worthy of seeing you in a vulnerable state, but your emotions will let you know who is and who ain't. Holding on to anger is like drinking poison and expecting the other person to get sick. That ain't gonna work. Take the time to process your emotions, learn from them, listen to them, and release them when it's time. Once you start to become aware of your mind, body, spirit, and emotions, you will start to take back control over your life. You will experience the law of attraction because whatever you believe about yourself will be manifested to you. You have to make your health, relationships, and happiness a priority of your life. Remember, be the observer of your thoughts and don't attach to every thought that comes to your mind. Become friends with your fear, like Mark Ruffalo said. Replace your negative thought with positivity to reprogram your mind. And take care of your body for longevity. Meditate, practice mindfulness, and journal to realign with who you are, with your spirit and soul. When faced with challenging situations, don't judge it, assess it, and find the lessons in them. Your emotions are the alarm system within your body. Listen to them and embrace them. Don't run away from how you feel. It is what connects us with ourselves and others. And lastly, don't push back, push forward.